Habemus papam. Hi, I'm Dr. James Holt, and Habemus papam, or We Have a Pope. Yesterday, Robert Prevost was elected Pope and took the name of Leo XIV. Much has been and will be explored about his life and background as an American and also as a citizen of Peru, having spent a lot of his adult life there. Perhaps the most important elements of his election surround what his priorities will be, as who Catholics believe to be the successor of St. Peter as the Bishop of Rome, and as Peter was described as the rock upon which the church would be built. In my memory, there have been 3, now 4 popes. I didn't know much about John Paul II apart from him visiting Heaton Park in Manchester when I was a child. And as I became older, his writings in Humanae Vitae. When Pope Benedict was elected, I was interested, and I enjoyed reading the writings of this theologian pope. It was with Pope Francis that my interest peaked. Though I am not a Roman Catholic, the things that he said and did, both as himself and also in distinction to Pope Benedict, spoke to many of the concerns we see in the world. When he washed the feet of prisoners or criticised the Curia and some of the culture of the church, as well as giving voice to the marginalised, and he reflected Jesus' example of ministering to those on the margins of society, I was impressed. Not that he needed me to be. He spoke truth to power, though he recognised he was a possessor of that same power, as he encouraged people to build bridges rather than walls. This seems to have continued in the first address of Pope Leo XIV. He spoke of peace. He said, "This is the peace of the risen Christ, a disarming and humble and preserving peace. It comes from God, God who loves all of us without any limits or conditions." Pope Leo also suggested the continuation of Pope Francis's and thereby Jesus' work to build bridges and seek justice for all. He said, "We have to look together how to be a missionary church, building bridges, dialogue, always open to receiving with open arms for everyone, like this square, open to all who need our charity, our presence, dialogue, love." In his work as a bishop and as a cardinal, it appears he has given voice to women in the deliberations of the church. The hope is for millions of Catholics around the world that he will continue both his and Francis's life work to speak to those on the margins of society. His choice of Leo as his papal name evokes the work of Leo XIII, who's seen to be the father of the work of the Catholic Church for social justice and equity in the modern world. It might also have echoes of Leo I, who established peace with Attila the Hun. As an interested observer, I look forward to what comes next for Pope Leo XIV.